All right. Final round, round 5, drop sights. Both players are mustering their teams. Tau Empire versus Michael Holy's Eldar for all the marbles. Tournament is basically in reach for Utsukul and his Tau Empire. Both of these players have played 5 rounds yesterday, and this will be the 5th round of Kill Team, 2 days in a row. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a close-up with that camera, and it works. Nice. The lists. So it looks like Eric's Tau has the Saucy Sept, which is the +1 leadership and rerolling ones in the shooting phase, or just rerolling ones for shooting attacks all the time, including Overwatch. All right, let's go over these command rosters. So the Saucy Sept Tau. We've got a Shasui leader with pulse rifle. We've got a Pathfinder gunner with rail rifle. We've got a Pathfinder who's a sniper specialist. We've got a Pathfinder gunner comm specialist with rail rifle. We've got a Pathfinder veteran specialist with pulse carbine. We've got a Shasla with pulse rifle, which I'm assuming is the fire warrior who is going to be walking around with the tactical support turret with smart missile system, which is included with that fire warrior. Then we also have the recon drone, a grav inhibitor drone. Ooh, that's interesting. And then 5 gun drones for a total of 13 models for the Tau team. And the Eldar Asuryani from Michael T. Holy's. They are the Beltan sub-faction, Craft World. He has a dire event. These are models many of you that have been watching the stream have seen before. He has a Dire Avenger Exarch with 2 Avenger Shrieking Catapults, so that's why he's often shooting 2 weapons. He has a 4-up invulnerable save as well. They have a Howling Banshee Exarch with Executioner, who's the Zealot specialist. We have a Dire Avenger Comm specialist with Shuriken Catapult. We have a regular Dire Avenger non-specialist with Shuriken Catapult. We have a Guardian Defender, who is the leader, the Beltan leader, with Shuriken Catapult. We have another Guardian Defender with Shuriken Catapult, and we have 3 Storm Guardians with chain swords, and a heavy weapon platform with Shuriken Cannon. For a total of 11 models. So we got 11 models for the Eldar, 13 models for the Tau. I have a feeling that Howling Banshee is going to be a key part of this game. Howling Banshees are ridiculous against Tau. Yes, the Tau army shot it. They were like, what are you looking at? Bam! Alright, we moved on to the deployment phase. It looks like the Eldar, and it is a Storm Guardian going down. Storm Guardian going down in the movement phase. If anybody has any questions about the tactical support turret going down. And he can shoot at things he cannot see, but he can't measure through walls or doors. So some doors are definitely going to have to be opened if he wants to shoot at anything. Curious deployment, if you ask me. Curiouser and curiouser. But he does have a 30-inch range, so as long as the door is open and he can measure around those corners, that tactical sport kit can unleash hot fury onto those Eldar models from out of line of sight and without needing line of sight, I should say. That's a good question. He may have taken the Howling Banshee to execute people with an executioner. Looks like we have a Guardian Defender going down with Shrieking Catapults. I just have to actually tell Sheldon what happened with the camera. I'll be right back. 1 second. Just telling the story of the camera dying to Sheldon, he thought it was pretty hilarious. Alright, we have a Storm Guardian going down. Now a gun drone. Grav inhibitor drone, I should say. This is the Oodsicle Purple Pose Final. Hope everybody knows this is happening in the Discord. It's pretty crazy that they both got to this point. I have a feeling everyone else is going to finish before this game finishes, so there's definitely going to be an audience. All the other games are definitely moving along quite a faster pace while these guys are still deploying. Deployment line. KTS Roto. Yeah, the reason for that is we were doing some measuring, and the bottom left-hand corner deployment zone actually has less room out on the other side of that door than the other deployment zone. So in order to make sure that both of the deployment zones were fair, I just made it basically told them that they could set up their models on that edge. Oh, are you talking about the one in the top left, potentially? I have a feeling that model is just going to open that door anyway, so it may not particularly matter. By Mike on that last model. Can you be more specific about which model that you're talking about? I need specifics. Yeah, exactly. I only like one. Gun drone going down. Heavy weapons platform. with a shuriken cannon for the Eldar. Top left beyond the conduit. Yes, that also could be the angle of the camera because I'm actually looking straight down the line at it, and it's actually in line with the other models. So that could just be a slight sort of thing with the angle of the camera. But I'm gonna double check. Just looking for that mission pack. Where did it go? Just gonna have to put the microphone under my armpit so I can do two things at once. All right, just give me 2 seconds here. Yeah, he's in. The other one's just a little further back from 8 inches. It's all good. I have a feeling it's not going to make a difference anyways. He gave me a dirty look when I went over there to do that. All right, let's see what these drones are going to do. All right, we got a rail rifle that just went down, followed by boom, boom, boom. So pre-initiative phase, both players are going to be using their veteran move. So they have to roll off to see who goes first. So the veteran move that is going first is the Tau. It looks like he's just going to do a regular move. And he's going to move up towards that door near the middle and open a door. So the first Tau veteran move moves up and opens the center door. Michael pondering his move after that move. All right. Both players have done similar veteran moves. Both doors have been opened on that center room. And a 12 for the initiative for the Tau. So the Tau have the initiative. What are they going to do?
Start with snipers.
Looks like the sniper specialist is going to open that door. And we have this fire warrior who has to be within 2 inches of the turret, is moving up just barely within an inch of the door. So that fire warrior moved up and opened that door. The turret is going to ready. So he's got a nice open lane of line of sight, even though he doesn't really need line of sight. That's 30 inches, and so he can sort of shoot anything all around that hallway. Ooh, nice, Zappin' 2. Yummy, yummy. I haven't eaten much today, and my immune system, I think, is non-existent right now. Due to lack of food, lack of water, lack of sleep. Pretty sure if somebody just like breathed some alcohol on me, I'd faint. I'd like pass out. Whoa, and we have a Tau drone zipping around towards the center. Unfortunately, I can't switch the camera, so just gonna do that as the players hug the board for a minute. Maybe the camera is alive. We can double check the close-up camera. And it is not. The Tau took it out.
I guess looking over top.
Looking over top a little bit. There you go. That's like you get the
All right, just double checking this. The measuring is going to be a little crazy this game, I think, potentially. So he rolled a 3, so he has a move of 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe. Yes. So he has a move of 11 that he can do with that drone. We got some analysis paralysis right now.
I know. Okay.
No. I mean, like,
Sickle Tauba. Chrome on websites. I'm not sure what Chrome you're talking about. Analysis paralysis. Okay, so he's changed where he's moving the drone. So it's 11 inches. The veteran specialist is going to move somewhere across the center of that middle room. We could have, I'm actually going to type it in the chat what I think is going on here so they don't hear me.
This drone will advance.
So we've got another advancing drone. And he gets a 6.
I'm gonna bend it back.
A 6 on the advance roll from that drone.
Right here.
Okay, where's your 14? Well, would be like right here. Yeah, 2 more.
Advance on him as well.
I get him killed every single game. Yes. Without fail.
And then the last drone is just move on up to objective 3.
No. I could have gone back, but no, I've seen too many mortals charge all too often.
Yeah, hot measuring action. Yes, I can see the benefits of clock. Yes. Thank you.
Advance on that guy too as well. I don't need that much on him.
Alrighty.
So he's obscured but can still see.
Another advancing drone. Advancing drone can move 11, I believe. Actually, you know what I'm going to do that might help with this measuring and stuff? I'm going to... Oh, nice, Stindolmer. Sweet. SoCal Open. Oh, we've got a short advance roll for that last drone. I'm just going to see if I can't find a better measuring device.
Well, I did mine.
All right, we got extra measuring devices so that everybody can measure with all the things. You guys can berate them in the Discord after. They can call it. We can call this the BAO measuring Olympics. BAO measuring Olympics.
11 is 11, so I'm going to give it 2 inches left. And then
By the way, I just want to send out a big thank you to Dindolmer, Zappin2, and JJ Max for your Lino donations. Yes, I 100% agree. Soulsont. Yes, bendy equals good.
This one, I looked at Amazon, are we there?
All right, we got some drones moving around towards Objective 1. Looks like it might be time for the Eldar to move.
I'm gonna shoot him again. So if I get
Lots of advanced moves going on there.
you have your own.
I've got a couple people. We're not even trying. He's gonna charge.
You could probably you just read the ones that just regular moved and open doors. You could probably use those ones. It's pretty obvious.
Open a door. I think we're good.
Michael, do you mind using those as well? Oh, you have the white ones. Oh, never mind. Sweet. Just making sure everybody can see exactly what each model has done in the turn.
That's what I'm trying to go for.
That can also be the case, Earth Tone. There's got to be a happy middle ground, I think. We need to find the middle ground. I have to say, though, in terms of there being sort of a little bit of a discussion about whether elites should be allowed in this tournament or not, I have to say that hasn't come up at all. No one really cares. I know it's helps some teams other than over others, but everyone seems to be accepting it quite quickly and really enjoying those fluffy sub-factions. No, he did make it onto Objective 1. I'm going to just say that in the chat.
Oh, look at that.
Because all he has to do is touch. He has a clear bases on those drones, and all he has to do is touch that white paint around the edge of the objective. And we're looking for a laser pointer. It's laser pointer time. Yeah, I know it's hard to tell, but his they both talked about it, and he is definitely touching the white line after they measured it. Oh wow, crazy, crazy's happened too. Hey, but isn't it cool? You can watch Kill Team and 40K on two separate windows because we're using separate streaming services. Ba-bam. Okay, so it looks like we have an advanced, the veteran Dire Avenger Exarch advanced into that middle area. There's going to be some serious shooting going on. We've got a 10-inch advance move.
Oh, that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong, I think. Let's measure up. This one's 9. Mine's too far, but yours is far.
Just readjusting. We've got. It's the measuring Olympics.
You didn't have any momentum with this guy, and this guy couldn't get past that guy, so you didn't have a choice about it.
Your charge first?
Because 6 is there. Yeah,
You needed a 4 to hit. So
what do you think you could have done with these guys instead? I mean, you can't get on there.
No, I know.
What would you have done?
If I couldn't get this guy onto there, I probably wouldn't have blocked the ability for the second guy to get to the roll forward.
Hey, there you go. No safe for him.
So one of them would have made it either way.
This guy would have had 2 more
If
inches.
this guy went first,
Right.
this guy could not make it.
But I wouldn't have put him there if he couldn't get onto it. I would have kept
If
him
he
back
hadn't
here.
been there, then the second guy could have made
Got
it.
it in.
Right.
But we don't. In other words, we. Right.
I'm going to make a ruling. He can make it because that's what would have happened if
So
the
if you want me
objective
to swap them
placement.
and pull this guy back and put the other guy on.
If they're the same, they're literally the same type of model. Just move whatever you would have done with the same rolls.
Yeah. So this guy had 11 inches. So let's see where 11 puts him.
Well, so 9 put him right there.
So now we can assume that there's no
2 inches. Nobody in the way. He could have gotten on top of the boxes, or yeah.
on top of the boxes.
Even the other guy
This
would
guy
have
just
been
would have had to just clear out of the
9, so he would have just been up to about there. Remember that? I'll get it. Oh, there you go.
just tracked by accident. Okay.
Do you want to check the 2 middle ones just in case? Although I did put them so that they were just symmetrical mostly.
Mine looks like it's exactly 5 inches up.
No way. You have it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't even realize it until you tried doing it.
All right. Crisis averted. Crisis averted.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
One rail rifle in the northeast corner, and where's the second one? The other rail rifle is on the right side, where that red arrow is, near the. Oh wait, no, that's not a support turret. That's the fire warrior.
No, that's 100% your spirit. 100%.
Oh no, that is a rail rifle. No, that's the. I think that's. Oh, okay. I think the other rail rifle is right there near the center on objective 3. It's kind of hard to tell. Their guns are so similar with those pulse carbines. Okay, that's a rail rifle. Yes, I have it correct. So the red arrow is now aiming at the other rail rifle. So you've got a rail rifle by objective 3 and a rail rifle sort of in the middle of the board on the right side. Yes, that is correct. One of them has a helmet on, and one of them doesn't. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm an idiot. This is the rail rifle. You were right. That opened the door. Yeah, those are the 2 rail rifles right there. Bam, bam. 2 rail rifles. Objective 3, and also the one that opened the door. So we are still in the movement phase of battle round 1. Now it's up to the Asuryani player, or Eldar, advancing. Oh, and we've got a laser now. Wish I had a glass of water, but I don't.
The model was moved forward.
This game is going to be ridiculous if the measuring stays like this. I think somebody ran. Players are really being precise with everything. It is the last match that determines the winner of the tournament potentially. So I guess they want to make sure that everything is precise. So now we have a storm. So that's. I wish I could zoom in on them with the dead camera, but it looks like it's 2 Dire Avengers next to a Guardian Defender. Yes, 2 Dire Avengers next to a Guardian Defender. And they all have Shrieking Catapults. There is a Storm Guardian Gunner with Flamer somewhere. Where is he? Ah, okay. So the Storm Guardian Gunner with Flamer is up there on the top left on Objective 4. So we've got a command point, one command point being used for the Storm Guardian to get 6 inches automatically for his advance.
That's why in my mind I was thinking it must be just like ours, right? So surely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he misses the corner there. Yeah, he can definitely see you. Well, I mean, have you already moved him?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. You're right. I mean, I suppose
Yeah.
Because you've moved other models since him, correct? Yeah. Yeah.
Was he there or was he on the edge?
well, he,
I know, well, we knew that this guy's like,
and that guy could. And I just wiggled around. So anyway, that guy was and then Banshee.
I think he was a little bit further. He was a little bit further in the video. Yeah.
Down or up?
he said down. I knew that this guy definitely, as long as this guy still can't shoot. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
Mine tech.
It's fine. Yeah. This game is kind of ridiculous. Yes. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Solzant. Okay. So it's still the movement phase for the Eldar player, because the Tau had the initiative in Battle Round 1. We've got an advance roll. That's 2. For the Howling Banshee. Howling Banshee just moved up with an advance. Just shuffling in there behind that door, trying to stay out of line of sight of the drone, just so they don't get shot up by the drone on Objective 1. All right, and we are on to the shooting phase. I forgot to change that phase before. We all knew it was the moving phase, didn't we? Yes. Totally right, Tindalmer. 100%.
4 shots hitting on 6s against your Banshee.
All right, we've got the missile pod turret shooting the Banshee way over on the other side. Without line of sight needed, 30 inches. 4 shots hitting on 6s. No hits. Missile pod turret, and now we have another readied model for the Eldar team. So that was just the only that was the only readied model, and now we're on to regular shooting. So now we have the sniper. So we have the comms bonus plus the sniper tactic, getting +1 to hit. One shot, rerolling 1s, hitting on 3s.
Yes, I got a +1 here, and I got a +1 from his tactics, got a +3, so I bring down a 2 obscure position.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s, and he hit with the rail rifle, the sniper, with all those bonuses, luckily. Hitting on 4s, -2, +2. Toughness 3 on the Weldar team, 2 up. So D3 damage on the rail rifle, 2 damage. He is, and that is an out of action for the Flamer. Yeah, no secondaries gained from that, unfortunately. He didn't take any shooting secondaries against this Eldar team. Looking like a bit of a mistake at this point, but still not sad about that shot.
Okay, we'll shoot him. 4s +1 for comms is 3s.
Yeah, sorry about this going so late, guys. trying to let these players, because it's not like a huge 100-point, 100-person, 50-person tournament. Trying to sort of let everyone play out their games so that they can sort of have the best experience possible, rather than trying to cut them off at the knees if they're a little bit of slow play going on. But I think chess clocks are the way to go for sure. Would really just sort of make it clear and easy, and sort of takes a little bit of the ambiguity away from it. Awesome, thank you. Oh, we have a result from another game already. So the Necrons, which was a full team of flayed ones from Sean, versus the Astra Militarum from Devin, and Devin defeated the Necrons 14-13 in a tight match. Sorry about the stapler. Just getting that result in. See if these guys can finish battle round 1. Yeah, War Machine uses them a lot, I think. Still a shooting phase. Okay. Tau have the initiative. This is a gun drone, I believe. Second gun. Who is this against? Okay. So he's got 1 damage through past his armor save of the Guardian. So he takes 1 wound. So the Guardian, the Dire Avenger Exarch. So he's shooting his first Shrieking Catapult.
So hold on, you told me earlier that I had to designate both guns to shoot at certain losses.
Normally you do.
You told me
Sorry?
earlier with my drone, remember with the Tyranid, I had 2 guns, so I said first gun shooting at him, he asked you said I had to declare where both guns were shooting. And now he's doing the same thing, and he's saying he only has to declare 1 first.
Well, let's look it up.
Fair enough. I mean, that's what he told me earlier when I played the NIT, so that's why I did it. So where would it be in here? They're shooting, I guess?
We're done, right?
Yep.
If you want to judge my painting, I can present it.
Okay.
Choose range weapons. Choose a specific range weapon it will use in the target model for the attack. The weapon model is listed on the card. So you choose a weapon, you resolve it, and then you choose another weapon. And it's in there.
Yeah, you have. I think I was incorrect before.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So first shot, 4's on him. You're rolling ones. Go for it. Start getting on. 1 hand.
Yeah, but it's damage too.
So the next 2 shots are going into him again?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
And we have to stay
Reroll that,
stay on here.
Alright, 2
2 hands.
Gives us damage too.
What's the strength on the weapon?
Okay, straightforward.
So we got 1 wound on the Pathfinder. Fails his armor save.
I need to start rolling here, or else
And that is an out of action.
okay.
Consolidation after I kill something, it's consolidation.
Whew. Yeah, I know he can declare each one separately. I think that it happened once before. That they played it the wrong way. All right. 4 shots. This is from the recon drone. Does not hit. Now we have the Eldar's turn to shoot. We got a couple of shooters. Okay, so we got this Storm Guardian. Guardian Defender. Does not wound. Does not wound. Guardian Defender.
First 2 shots, I guess.
So first 2 shots. This is the Tau drone shooting at the other Guardian Defender down there by Objective 4. And he does not wound. And the Guardian Defender is shooting back. And he misses with his pistol. Oh, actually, sorry, that is a Storm Guardian, I believe. Storm Guardian with Chainsword. Yeah, that's definitely a Storm Guardian. Definitely no close combat. That looks like there's definitely no fight phase, so we're going to be calculating the points at the end of battle round 1. Hey, General Grimdark, welcome back. I'm curious, did they have any interesting rules things come up in the 40K game? Yeah, totally. Oh, my eyes. It's staring at the screen too long. I really like the bases.
It's not going to be enough.
Nice.
I guess you revealed all frost.
Oh yeah, Pious Born looks awesome.
3 to 3 hours.
Sweet, thanks. Thank you. And what were the secondary objectives that you got?
I got domination.
Domination, and engaged in all fronts, and a bounty token was dropped. Bounty hunter token was dropped near the center of the map. So the score is 3-3. The end of battle round 1. And you know what? Since it's the final, let's go on to battle round 2.
That's the cool thing. They can't open doors, but they can block.
That's my first victory.
Alright, we have a result that just came in from one of the other matches. And it looks like the Gene Stealer Cults had their first victory against the Death Guard. The score was, whoa, that was close, 11-10 for the Gene Stealer Cults. Who won the initiative there, guys? Who won the initiative?
He did, and I'm deciding the decisive move.
Okay, so the Eldar have won the initiative. The Tau is trying to decide if he wants to do a decisive move. Oh, he is actually using decisive move. The Eldar player was trying to decide if he wanted to also use decisive move in response, you might say. So we have a decisive move, and we have an advance happening. We have a 12-inch advance roll, and I have a feeling it's that recon drone potentially doing something crazy. Yeah. Just gonna help him do the measurement. He wants to make sure.
That was definitely that was my favorite. Either way, I mean, I have to wait for him. It'll be his next turn anyway.
Yeah. What are you moving? Your recon drone?
The grab and hib, I advanced.
Oh, the grab and hib. And where are you trying to get him to?
This back corner.
In that room?
Right here. Well, as close to there as
And how close are you to making it? Like, is it obviously there or not? It's close.
I don't want to, I guess I could do a piecemeal.
Well, hold on. Before you move it, you'll want to know where it started. That's the most important part. Yeah.
This dice is
Yeah. Maybe put a couple of dice just in case.
100%. I'll wait for him to get back.
Yeah. But that will allow you to kind of move it, and then you'll know where it was.
100%.
Yeah. Shane was quite good at doing that.
Plus, I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's from his Warhammer 40.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? Oh, you already got it. I was going to say, I need a P2.
Where'd you move it?
Well, he got. You want to wait I waited for you, so we didn't have any kind of shenanigans.
When you decided it.
So I had 12.
Yeah. Like right here? It wasn't even count the back corner you want to see 12. Okay. Yeah, we do it on the ground just to be safer. This way it looks pretty darn good.
Okay, so I see he's trying to stay out of. He's moving this grab inhibitor drone where he just sort of put those dice to make sure he knew where it was. I was concentrating what they were measuring instead of talking. So he's trying to move the grab inhibitor drone into this corner, but he wants to be out of line of sight of that. Out of line of sight of the.
I'm gonna do it anyway. So that's where it's at. Well, I mean, he's not gonna shoot before your guys try to charge. So. Right. So your initiative, sir.
All right, so it looks like that was his decisive move. He was just trying to stay out of line of sight of the support turret, or the Eldar Shuriken cannon turret. Yeah, he's trying to probably slow down that charge with the grab inhibitor drone.
Shooting two guns, yeah, something to be said for that. Into a room that's about to be full of people, possibly.
Very interesting. So now it's so the Eldar actually have the initiative. So he's trying to decide what he wants to move. He gets to move his whole team of Eldar. Okay, let's go back of a headshot. So let's just slow that down for a second. No, not the back of the headshot.
I mean, I'm gonna have at least one chance to open it, so.
Whoever tries to open it can't move in.
I got you. You gotta think about, I mean, that's like thinking about this, you know? It just seemed like the best move. Whether it's gonna pay off or not, I don't know, but I don't know what else I could have done.
Yeah. I can't wait till like, also I saw like the move, he's like just one, and I saw he's like.
Analysis paralysis. Is it out of line of sight? That's a good question. It's gonna have to. I don't think it was. looks like all the other games are finishing up. All right, so it looks like another result has come in. The Tyranids defeated. Ooh, and a close one, another close one. Shane's Tyranids defeated the Heretic Astartes 15-13 in what could turn out to be an actual important score if the Eldar managed to win this finals match, because then we won't have a single undefeated player actually.
We should also probably stop loading up our drones and technology with the ability to feel.
So, yeah, we do these nice plaques. We have a plaque for Best Painted, Bay Area Open, 2019 Kill Team. We have a Best General plaque. And we have a Bay Area Open 2019 Kill Team Best Renaissance Person plaque, which is going to be sort of a combination of painting and results in the tournaments for the whole weekend, actually. Although the tournaments were separate tournaments, we only have one set of these plaques, so they are going to go to people that played in both days, and, well, not necessarily the painted one, but the Best General and Renaissance Person for sure. Best Painted is Best Painted is Best Painted. If you know what I'm saying.
Seeing everything, measured, especially we've been so precise with everything else, I think we chucked him in there. Just because with everything else,
If the door is open, yes. No, the wall. If the door's open, the wall won't block the aura. But yes, it doesn't extend further than that. If it was like on the edge or something like that.
she has a pretty good, decent charge either way.
Yes, it does. Thank you for reviewing that, Soulzant. I was actually going to ask if someone could look that up for me real quick. Nice ham-fried rice. Sounds delicious. All I can taste is sickness from my body shutting down. So we're still in the Eldar players movement phase. So let's see. I think it's time for the Howling Banshee to do something cool. So we had a Guardian Defender and a Dire Avenger move into the middle of the map. So this is a Howling Banshee. Gets a 5. Gets to reroll charges. And that is a 12. Or a 10, I should say, due to the grab inhibitor drone. So I'm just going to tell these guys what their standings are, because most of the other games are finishing up. And I'm back. So that was a 12-inch charge from the Howling Banshee. No Overwatch allowed. Can't react. Ouchie, ouchie. With that battle cry from the Howling Banshee. No reacting allowed. Lucky lady.
That 5 wasn't getting anything.
That is crazy. Do they reroll charges by default? The Howling Banshee? It seems like, like overpowered. Just looking that up real quick. I'm also curious what the Howling Banshees are up to. Howling Banshee. Reroll failed charge rolls for this model. Ridiculous.
Well, he can't write because the arena is bases.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Yeah. No, and I haven't forgotten.
So we have a Dire Avenger moving up onto Objective 2. See if that Howling Banshee can check out that drone. Although, I don't know if a single Howling Banshee is better than literally two Raveners beating on a single drone for 2 turns. So, drones, any model can survive any attack in Kill Team. She is definitely cray cray.
He's trying to be.
So we have a
Jesus Christ, look at that brilliant move. My God, why that man beard?
So up here we have a sneaky move by the Storm Guardian, staying out of line of sight of those rail rifles that he definitely does not want to get shot by again. They remove stuff very quickly with the D3 damage and the no -4 AP. Could be it for the movement phase for the Eldar. This whole back area is all Storm Guardians by Objective 4, I believe. I see a lot of chain swords in that area. Those are all Storm Guardians. We've got the Guardian Defender, 2 Dire Avengers, and then the Dire Avenger Exarch, who is in combat with a drone, I believe. Oh, no, sorry. None of them are in close combat. Just the Banshee is in combat with that drone, and the Dire Avenger Exarch is readying. Now it is the Tau's turn to move, because all he did was do that decisive move at the beginning.
I don't think he would consolidate.
The cool thing about this is I think it's going to encourage the use of chess clocks in Kill Team, which I think would be a good thing.
What's his save on that thing?
Yeah, good game. Tigers.
Just actually telling that. Yeah, I know you guys heard me say that before, but I was just telling that to a couple of the other players that are waiting around.
No, I didn't.
I'm in Maryland right now.
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're probably tough.
I did a lot of killing, which is not my noise.
Laser pointer being aimed at the camera. So we just have some measuring going on. This is the Tau movements phase. He's trying to decide what he wants to do, where he can go to sort of be out of line of sight of that Shuriken cannon.
Yeah, everybody here is so much slower. I think it's just you. I know for a fact it's also.
The good news is you're on the stream.
So we did get another result that came in. Hey, can you, Sheldon, can you throw that other score down there?
Oh.
I know it may not be your sheet, just.
12.
Oh, it's 12. Okay. What? Here. Do what you gotta do. We had another result come in, and the infamous Gellerpox
No, mama, no more guilty.
defeated the Necrons 13-12. Man, all these games in this last round were super close. We just got one game remaining, the one you are seeing on the camera. So we have an advancing drone.
Yeah, I think just today was enough for sure. I'm happy with
Yes, yeah, get you specials. You just have to die gloriously for the craft world. Storm Guardians. Yep, the Scorpion X is 3 less Guardians with a biting blade. Yes.
Well, but I'm just thinking of you shooting back at me.
Ah, so the drone advanced whoop, down to objective 2.
It's the model, right?
I mean, he's behind it, so I mean, they could be at any height they want to be.
Well, I guess that's. Well, I mean, they can. I mean, we're all modeling the way we are, right? You can make them short, you can make them tall. It's an interesting question. The drone experiment
He's behind the barrels, correct?
Is it seeing the drone?
The drone is there, but
If you can see the whole model, you can see the whole model. I mean,
so I should. Okay.
you might want to move them a little bit if that's the issue. Like all you have to do is, but
Make sure the part of the robot can't see it.
you only have to cover the edge of the circle of the drone.
But they are kind of tiny. And you could base them lower. But then there's disadvantages to that too.
Yeah.
Feel free to stick around, this guy's just gonna move.
They might be. Doesn't matter.
Just talking about line of sight from the drone. The base is not part of the model. Well, yeah, I guess the question would be, is that piece coming out of the base considered part of the model?
No, it's called the base, right? So
But the thing that's the base could just be the circular thing at the bottom.
base, it comes with those two pieces. Yeah, but no, I mean, that stuff,
This game. Ah! Yeah, I know. We'll see about that. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you either way.
40Ks
Are they done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's done. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give out the awards. Although I need to know the final standings for the Renaissance one, but I know I can give out the painting one. Because I've already looked at all the armies, and it's fairly clear who the best painted army is. And I want to try and get a picture of it. So I'm going to talk to Sheldon about putting that up on the screen for you guys real quick, as they're doing some hardcore move. So that's just a Pathfinder up there, the pulse rifle. possibly his leader, I think. Stand by.
I don't know what to do now. I don't have a lost and found.
This yours?
What? Oh, you went back in there? Yeah. You're not streaming with that other camera, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can just pop it off and see if it works.
It will work. I don't know why it breaks whenever you touch it, but it works for me.
This drone's gonna advance.
Okay. 8. Who's this?
9.
This drone.
Okay.
Let me steal your armor for a minute.
I wanted to get him in here.
Well, that would be
Advantageous.
put together a thing there.
Yeah, advantageous. Not the case.
God, asking for so much out of these little
But that
guys.
could be like,
I know. How does the bounties work? You have to
almost talked into my phone there for a second. I'm just going to type it in the chat here, who is getting that, before I announce it. Gonna have to put the scores in the app. All right.
There's a dude in the way at the moment.
I got it. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to. This is the guy who I rolled the 9. So I have to move him. I have to move him. I am well aware of that. I am trying to.
Find a good place for him.
Yes, correct.
Putting in the scores, putting in the scores. Okay, so they're just taking their time moving. So I'm trying to make this, get other stuff done at the same time. Yes, the Gellerpox defeated Sheldon's Necrons in a close match, 13-12. If I can find that match on here. There it is.
Think about that grenades. That's kind of their vision for success.
Games are taking as long as 40k games. Robin 13. Robin lost? Yeah, Shane defeated Robin 13-15. That was the Astra Militarum versus. No, sorry, the Tyranids versus the Heretic Astartes.
You and your sick advance at 9.
Going back there.
I think right here. Let me just right there. So that guy can't take me, correct?
All right. And in another matchup, the Gene Sealer Cults defeated the Death Guard.
Okay. 2 cans. 1 can.
He's there.
11-10. Crazy. And in the other match, we had Devin on the Astra Militarum defeating The Flayed One Necrons from Sean.
This is the challenge with a double shooting army.
Yeah, we're gonna get a picture of those. Of the Death Guard. Hopefully put them up.
That guy cannot, right? He's in the corner.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Scared from those. He can't be seen by those guys.
Well, that takes away one decision point. Otherwise, that's right.
Hey, Devin, can I get you to move a little bit to your left and Robin? Trying to do a photo here, guys. Trying to do a photo.
I'm on the phone. And she loves to pick up the phone. And she'll just pick anything. Hold on. The phone, she'll pick up like the remote control. Mama? Mama? And she like walks around going, Mama? So she grabbed my mother-in-law's iPhone.
You're good now. You don't
Held
have
down
to.
Siri.
For the main
And she goes,
shot.
Mama?
I'm trying to make sure there's
And then
only one guy
and then
who's
Siri
shooting.
goes, sorry, I don't know. Mama? 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 And we're repeating it for like 30 seconds. I was like, Jesus.
Imagine she does that in the middle of the night. You just hear Siri.
Okay, sounds good. Just get the tip of the gun or
The
whatever.
worst is now she can hear
Yes.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Robin, you too far away.
You don't know. We've never been in a booth.
This guy's ready.
Since the last time I saw her.
Yeah, dude, no, she's been like that for a while.
So now we're on to the Tau movement phase.
We're almost ready.
Can't shoot anybody, but he's ready.
Sure.
Oh, I just saying, I'm glad you guys are here. So what I'm waiting for, I know who's getting best painted, but close second in painting is you and Devin. And I'm kind of waiting to see what the final standings are, because basically whoever is higher in the final standings will get the Renaissance Award, which is a combination of painting and so depending on what happens with that final standings, I want you to know that you are in the running for that.
You didn't see it? Dude, he got like 5 words.
Individual shots of
Starts crying, says I'm a big old baby, and then I yelled out from the chat, I said, somebody save him!
this before.
One match left. And this is it. I just want to see what these final standings are, but we don't know what the final will be because it's taking so long.
Okay.
Okay. Into the shooting phase for battle round 2. Let's see some action happen here. Yes, Death Guard is getting them painted, and the great photography of Sheldon is going to get some sweet up-close pictures of them. And he's going to throw them up on the computer, and I can show them to you. And they're going to be high-quality pictures, too, because he's like a professional photographer. It's going to be good.
2 misses. Second gun. 2 misses. 2 misses. Well, that's how it is.
Battle round 2. We need Jessica.
Wow. Well, good. I just want you to do the same thing.
It just kind of also takes away what the chess class will do that is so good is that it kind of takes the responsibility away. So it's like, that's what the chess class says. You know, right now I would have to say, well, I'm just making a decision that you guys have to stop. And unfortunately, it's like literally, it was like, I could do that. It was like,
Yeah, I'm trying to
the
say.
last issue.
No, I got you.
Me saying that would literally affect the final standing. So.
I don't even play without a clock anymore.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a game that I know is going to end quickly,
Yeah.
like, I still prefer it because then I know how much time I can take to think.
Yeah,
So
totally.
like, I can just look at the clock and be like, cool, I can take 2 minutes to figure this out.
Nice. Oh, okay. No wounds. Nothing exciting happening in the shooting phase yet.
Let me know when you're ready.
When they hit the end
gonna
of
be
this,
after?
yeah.
Out of command points.
So we got the pictures all queued up and ready to go
Sure, no. It's a perfect.
to put up on the screen of the best painted army.
Whenever I roll, I get 2.
Wait till you see it. It's a pretty awesome Death Guard army, I must say. Like the painting scheme is very, very unique and great, with a great basing and crackle paint and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Threes.
Okay, shooting phase. We have Dire Avengers shooting at the drones. 3 hits.
On 3s. Okay, that's AP minus 3. So that's
1 AP minus 3 hit.
basically. And that's a flush.
And that's a flesh wound. Oh, Flesh Wound is on drone on objective 2. I'm gonna bring up Dlive again on my phone.
Secretary Alex and I.
You have 5 though. I mean, that's kind of stupid to go after 5s. You've got one model out, and he's not gonna break. All right, I got the trick up the sleeves. Okay, that's good.
Oh, good. You saw the pick. Sweet.
Oh, well, it would have been my shooting anyway, right?
Your turn now, yeah. No, I was thinking.
Yeah, the GSC player was definitely due. It was awesome. That is correct, Zappan2. That is correct. All right. So we've got first 2 shots into
It's all 6s, so yeah.
all hitting on 6s. No hits. And that's 1 hit on the Dire Avenger. And that's a wound.
Board save.
No save.
So 5 or 6. 5 or 6, yeah. 5, 6, yeah.
And that is just a flesh wound. Ooh, that was close on that Dire Avenger. Still looks like there's just 1 model out of action for both teams. So we've got a Dire Avenger returning fire on that flesh wounded. And they miss.
Yeah, and then he will fire and fade.
How does that work again?
7 inches after firing.
Okay, it's not a tactic, it's just.
It's a tactic.
Aren't you gotta.
That's what I saved it for.
Gotcha.
Fire and fade happening for the. Hey, thanks for the lemon, Bearded. Fire and fade happening for the Dire Avenger after shooting that drone. He's gonna zip up to grab the edge of that objective 2. Now back to the Tau, see what they can see in the shooting. It looks like the sniper rail rifle.
Because you see, it's one thing to have the angle, but you actually have to see him. He's leaning forward. Show me. So here's your problem.
But it's bordered. It's, I mean, in arena, it's.
No, you have to have both. You have to have line of sight and that, and this is. Yeah, the wall's blocking you.
You're saying I can't see his foot?
Well, no, you can't see his foot because of this. You can't see this because of his foot, the rest of you won't be able to get.
It's the front of his foot. I mean, if you're going from tip of the gun, right? Isn't it from model to model?
No, that's the other way. We're going sight, we're going tip of the gun. So let's do the laser on the tip of the gun. No, you're right.
Right, for line of sight, the wall can block line of sight, but for the original drawing of line of sight,
So now you're hitting that. You want to have somebody else come and look at it?
may have to make a ruling here. Yay! So this is the Tau sniper rifle sniper specialist targeting a guardian, Storm Guardian.
I can see the foot.
Here, come take a look, Alex. So the problem is he's got the base of the base, but the visibility of my model is leaning forward. My model's leaning forward. This is the only thing you get is the foot, and that's covered by the crates. Oh, yeah, but it's not the only part. You have to have line of sight and base to base. And in this case, he's facing, this guy's leaning forward. So the model is not moving.
I mean, but that's what, when I moved him, we talked about whether we had. Okay, so he is going to get boosted by.
If, like, the only question in my mind there was the base. Maybe you guys agree with the base.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, you do have to have both.
Because otherwise, if it's just, if it was an
So he does have line of sight. I had to do double checking there.
Gotta get the boost from there.
Yes, it is line of sight.
And I'll get from there. That would be
Security is based on the base being visible. Well, no, in arena, because the walls literally block a line of sight, you can't draw a line of sight through them, and you also sort of measure from the base to the base when you're determining if a model can see another model in arena. Unfortunately, that aspect of measuring is also a little unfortunate. 1 damage, so 1 roll, and he is out of action.
Okay, my turn to do something. He'll shoot at this thing.
Back to the Eldar shooting. Tire Avenger shooting at the Tau inhibitor drone, I believe.
I don't know if you're gonna do much charging whereas this thing can shoot.
True. But I'm gonna go up to this guy.
So he's going to shoot the inhibitor, grab inhibitor drone.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you already rolled, so 2 hits.
No wounds.
I know, that's why I started. Switching off your turn.
Well, I mean, you did too, so. Yeah. We got some dice, a dice switch. They may be a little harder to see, but Eric with the Tau had changed his dice because, you know, everybody loves to do things at the dice.
Well, you have to consider the barrels. Like you can't, your guys low below the barrels.
I don't even have to consider the tip of the antenna.
I mean, tip of the antenna, it's the big barrel.
Yeah, that's correct, Caldius.
The tip of
That
the
is correct.
still blocked by the wall, so it's close.
Which is essentially what I told them, actually.
I think, no, yeah, the intent was this one. To see that guy. And this one, it's not close. It's like,
What are you looking for, Brad?
you put the face in.
And on this day in Kill Team history, and this is what I'm going to say to the stream, on this day in Kill Team history, chest blocks became a requirement in Kill Team.
This guy's gonna do my first 2 guns.
Okay. Sexy.
He missed.
At least we don't have the laser anymore, so let's just look at it.
Where'd the laser go? Bye bye. Ah, okay. No more laser.
5s, 2 shots. You're going 1, 5s.
You need a laser?
You have a little laser pointer? Oh, we've got another laser pointer incoming! Yay!
Oh no, you're right. Okay, no, you're right. Okay, yeah, I forgot because he didn't move.
So we've got just misses and no hits, no misses. You know, nothing exciting has happened yet. So don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Red Hammer.
You got one. Alright, cool. This guy will shoot here.
All right, we got Guardian Defender shooting at the grab inhibitor drone, and got 1 wound. That is an armor save made by the grab inhibitor drone, the immovable grab inhibitor drone.
Okay. This guy. Oh, that guy. Shoots over here.
Now we've got the recon drone shooting at either the Dire Avenger or Guardian Defender inside that middle room. So this is he's choosing to shoot with the recon drone next, I believe.
Okay. 4 shots. Hitting on 6.
When they hit the end of this turn, we're gonna grab that picture when they're calculating the points. So they're probably gonna calculate them really fast, and it's gonna mess up the whole process. Yeah, so rad to come back tomorrow, Bearded.
Most everything is shot the can shoot.
So the nothing happened as a result of the attacks from the.
Just 2 hits.
So we have the Howling Banshee in the fight phase.
D3 damage. 2. Not a kill.
2 damage, and that drone is out of action from the Howling Banshee. One more notch in the Howling Banshee's belt of death this weekend. Consolidates, ends closer to the closest enemy model, moves up onto objective 3. And on to scoring for the end of battle round 2. Finally.
I got this one, you got that one, I got that one, you got this one. So 2-2.
You know what? I'm just going to give out the best painting right now, and then people can look at his pictures of it after. Be right back.
Oh no, I moved the model around there, so I just got
Fair enough.
So I
And the
got,
secret third objective, you still don't know.
so I got engaged and Dom, and we each got 2. You got bounty, all fronts, and domination, right?
Yeah, I got.
So you're up 7-6 now, right?
7. Well, thanks. We haven't got to keep rolling.
Yeah, no.
I don't think nobody's. This is my only flesh wound. I think he's got a leadership die. He's here. He's got +2, so he can fail on a 6. Actually, you roll on a 6. You're great at 6.
So what's the score right now? Sorry, guys. 7-6 at the end of round 2.
Four.
We're just doing
7-6.
7-6.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
What were the secondary objectives?
He got domination, engage on
Domination, engaged on all fronts,
bounty here,
and picked up a bounty.
engage on all fronts, and
Tau got engaged on all fronts, and that was it.
alright, let's roll.
yeah, rolling for.
Yeah, who goes first?
Rolling for initiative in battle round 3.
Okay. I'd like to make a decisive move.
Trying to decide if they want to do decisive move. Can I get turn 3 hype? No longer turn 2. Turn 3 hype. What? Are there containers for it to go in? Over there. There should be a hole. It just needs it needs to go into some containers somehow. Because I brought it all over here in containers. And
No reactions allowed.
Reduce by 3.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it doesn't. You're so
You're
close.
totally
but
right.
reduce
Totally
by
right.
3.
I two rerolls, so I mean, it's not likely to be.
Those are pretty nice.
Boom. Nobody is reacting. And I'm hoping nobody is surviving. We'll see about that.
Hey, I love Age of Sigmar, and I think if you Sigmar and Kill Team, I think actually have
All right. Well, the Banshee's
All
doing a
right.
good job, I'll tell you. She's the all-star.
oh yeah,
The 12-inch.
time would have called this a tie earlier for sure. And I definitely would have done that if it wasn't literally going to decide the outcome of this entire tournament. If I just stopped it right now, unfortunately. But let us all remember the importance of chess clocks in Kill Team. Some people say they're not necessary, And they would be wrong.
I'm so moving and shit, I guess.
Oh no, I was saying myself. Oh, shit happens. That's the way the dice go. You can't close it or anything in it. If that's what
You can resist the being closed.
Oh, okay.
He's allowed to stop him from being closed. If he was into that kind of thing. Which he might be. I don't know.
So who won the initiative there, guys?
I won the initiative.
Decisive move.
We both decisive moved. I won that too, and I tied him.
The Eldar has won the initiative. They both decisive moved, and the Howling Banshee tied up the model that he was going to decisive move with.
Try to get this action going. I like the matchup result. But yeah, you don't even have any guys who can do anything about it.
It looks like they both have domination, but that's going to be tough for the Tau to get at this point.
All these guys who can do stuff. The question is, I'm gonna roll this guy's advance.
So we have an advance roll coming.
My dice come around, you know what? I'm using my dice. Okay, so that's like 12, 13, so that should be no problem. Yeah. Just get on there, and then this guy will advance.
Have another advance
8 inches, not as good, but he doesn't need much.
from the turret shrieking cannon.
That's how it is.
Wait, hear me out. Ask Millie tomorrow. The best thing to do, I know it it's my opinion, as someone who plays those games, are good. They've been preparing for
Yeah.
they're working at
I want automatic. I want there's my jam. Agree with whatever. I think this mostly just to do with measuring. I guess you could say like over precision with the measuring for on both sides. Yeah.
But that's also because it got done in like an hour. You know, like this game is one of those games where but I'm also not a god. Unless you're Michael.
Yep, that is right. Good question, Souls on. Good question.
That was hilarious.
He will advance.
Okay, we've got an advancing Dire Avenger.
I hate the priority too. I would do the same thing. I would play build a building and longbow, and then just everything would die as they I would play the
I kind of run out of models though. You're doing all the things I want to do. You're doing a good job. Fine, everything's
So I'm pretty sure none of this, all of this is like Gamecastle stuff. I'm 90% sure.
I'm not 100% sure, but I do usually if we pack it out to give it to them. That's the best option.
Totally. Yeah, you can grab all that stuff, including the doors. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Command point for a 6-inch advance. Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Okay, so that guy's 6 in. Okay,
and then this guy's not closing the door.
It's like it actually matters here. You might get a hit, but they're secondary.
Hands.
So he's trapping the Tau behind closed doors. We have an advancing drone.
Yeah, not now though. I needed it last turn when I could have gotten it before the end of that freaking,
And you're scared of him because man, these look like they would be doing. Yeah.
Is that what it looked like to you? Maybe I should. So basically, can't get there, but pretty damn close, right?
yeah, I'm not trying to get on the point. I'm just thinking about where I can get what I can get.
Advancing drone. Yeah, that also Solzon. Solzon, do you play Tau? Because you definitely got some good tips for our players here. Recon drone just moving a little bit, so he's just on the edge of that objective.
The door gets funny. Right. Okay. That's everybody, I think. Except for that guy. No, that absolutely. He wants to go somewhere.
Drone down on objective 2 is the last one to move, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of readies.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
I didn't run in.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks relatively happy.
Yeah, that's true, Solzon.
Oh yeah, he's not getting okay. He's not happy at all. He absolutely needs to move. I had in my mind that he already was there.
Only this guy could shoot. And of course, that guy. But yeah, they're both obscure.
Well, this guy's
I
pretty nice.
think I'm like gonna be.
I mean, if that were the case, then I just start walking all like four. You know what I mean?
No, you do. Well, and you absolutely can't. 'Cause like,
Gonna have PTSD from not having chest clocks for this.
Otherwise, he'd be all the way up to here. You know what I mean? As far as moving under terrain or anything like that. I thought the idea was that they could be at all heights, but it's okay. So, ready model. So we don't have anything ready, right?
I know you too. At least.
All right.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Which would you like to do first?
So,
They're all gonna move. I'm telling you right now, they're all gonna move.
shooting. We're on the shooting phase. Shooting phase. All right, shooting phase. Hype. Shooting phase. Hype. Hey, thanks for the follow.
What's his save again? Yes. Your the guy inside.
So we know that Eldar has the initiative.
Well, there's fives and there's no threes. Except for the big thing is 3. Do you think you're 30?
He was on top. I don't think I do. Wanted to say that. Give it a shot, but I'm gonna say that I don't.
Yeah, if you don't want to shoot it, then that's.
I mean, I'd like to, but
Got a 30-inch range from the old turret. That is true.
There's not craziness going on.
I think so. You need to get into it. So that's what you want. Then go for it.
Still, it was like I've seen the code. I haven't read
How many command points?
I should. I used one to try to decisive counteract. So I have
One command point left.
four into this guy.
All right. We've got the turret.
Saves and everything, correct?
It's going to shoot.
So you're gonna shoot this guy into one of those two?
Shooting into this.
Okay, sounds good.
Shooting into the Dire Avenger. Heading on 6s. Rerolling 1s.
Got a 6.
5 and so 3.
Yep.
Does not wound. Does not wound again. Woo! Language. Thanks for the diamond, Juice Monger. Thanks for the 7 ice cream. What? What's going on?
In the game.
This guy doesn't control this, right?
What is going on here? We need Juice Monger. Bring the chess. Turn the diamonds into chess clocks.
I need a 5 up. Didn't get it. Injury roll.
Injury roll. That's a 5. Out of action for the Guardian Defender on objective 1. Second gun's gonna shoot at the 2 hits out of 6. What is going on? He's on fire. 2 wounds.
2 4s.
5, roll. 3, so 1 goes through, and he's already flushed one in, so.
Reroll it. Got him.
2 armor saves on 2 5s.
That's important. That's a lot of
Oh, no, 100%. That's why, yeah, no, I mean, that was close.
From the
Like you said, that drone was
Dire Avenger. That drone was hot.
other ready. This guy. Yeah. He's going to shoot first 2 at that. Unsure he's got flesh, so 6s.
More shooting from the Tau.
Second 2 are going to go to the same guy. Sure.
Whoop.
reroll.
6.
Oh,
3.
no.
Sorry.
5.
Nope. So 4, 5, or 6.
Injury roll. And that is an out of action. What is going on?
But you aren't pretty much done shooting.
That is, I mean, yeah, for the majority, yeah.
Straight up like shooting.
No,
That was what you said.
I still got.
Oh, he just moved.
But he advanced. But I mean, there'll be 6s, but I can still shoot you.
Totally shoot. So I will shoot you.
2 shots sitting on 6s or 5s. 5s, right? Just flush with
So the Dire Avenger shooting the drone, hitting on 5s. 1 hit.
Get a 6. Got a 6. AP minus 3.
AP minus 3.
Yeah, 6s, yeah. Okay, now you got lots of kills. So I want to kill 2. 4. Got him out of there.
That drone is out of action before he can return fire.
That would have been close there, yeah.
Yeah, it just got real. I think it'll go faster when there's less models to do things, for sure.
No, but I'm saying.
He always counts for all.
Okay, yeah, as far as being on the objective, that's all. You see what I'm saying? I was
Absolutely. No, totally. It's a reasonable question. Okay, so now you don't have any more shooting.
Correct, so now we do.
At my leisure.
Ooh, now we have some fight. Oh yeah, now we have shooting.
2 on 3, 2 on 3s, 3 on 1s. 2 hits.
Storm Guardian shooting the drone on objective 2.
Minus 3.
That's a 6.
I got a 2. Second flesh wound.
Second flesh wound on the drone.
Why? On Earth, I didn't use comms on him, it didn't matter. So he'll just shoot if he comms himself. Everybody knows that.
Hit on 4s, 5s. 1 hit on the drone. No wound. Drone with 2 flesh wounds sitting there, stopping him from getting objective 2.
And that is all there is to it. And that could be a big point swing. That's all the shooting.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. They each have a dude in the middle. Okay, so we got this.
4s. You're rolling 1s. 2 hits.
2 hits on that drone. Needs 6s. Nope.
Hits. 1 hit. Only 1. Now we need a 6. That's all we got. 5 to win.
Wound on the drone on the grab inhibitor drone. 4-up save.
Made 2 of them, I think, already. Not this
No, does not make a 4-up save. Injury roll.
Got it.
That is an out of action.
Okay, so now we go to the fight phase. Banshee's gonna split 2 and 2.
2 and 2 gets to do the first 2 to this guy.
Just pan on this guy all the way.
That is true, Zappin' 2. That is true.
1 win. Maybe minus 3. 1 flesh wound.
What's shooting here?
She's attacking.
Oh, it's Banshee's attacking. We're in the fight phase.
Flesh wounded here.
We got a flesh wound. Second guy with the Banshee. Does not hit. Dialing Banshee fell a little short. Ooh.
So he'd be hitting on 6s. Yeah. 1 attack on her.
1 attack hitting on 6s.
And the other guy, everybody's minus 1 on the Banshee.
Okay. 6s.
His is on 6s. They miss.
Yeah, and so my critical, I already used it. I was going to get on there, couldn't do it. But, so, I did get domination though, and I did get a you did not.
I get engaged on all fronts still. Alright, so hold on, I need to he needs to see if he's shaken.
Oh, he totally needs to
So
see
he's got
shaking.
4. He's at 7, so I need 5 or
Woo, okay, anxiety intensifies. So, okay, we are on to the morale phase. We've got shaken tests.
5 plus 4, 9 is shaking. That's a big swing. That's a big swing.
And unfortunately, that drone on objective 2 is shaken.
This guy also would have to make it. He's got a buddy, so that gives him -1. He's a +3, so he can't fail because his leadership is 9.
It's not plus. Oh, okay. His leadership's 9, so 6 would get into 6
That leadership 9 on those dire Avengers. Pretty crazy.
I've got this point. I've got that point. You've got this point. And you've got that point.
So we each get 2.
So they each get 2.
We both got the bonus.
Yes, we both got
They
one
both got the
bonus.
bonus.
You got the domination.
I got the domination.
So you got that's your
Domination
second domination,
for the Eldar.
I got engage all fronts. You got
Engage on all fronts for both.
So one right here, one right here, one right here. And then all fronts as well.
It's going to come down to the last turn. F6.
I thought it stopped you, but I didn't.
Yep, Silzant. You're probably right. That shaken model made a huge difference, though.
Advantageous for me to do it. Yeah, it's one of those things where I thought of myself. I'm at 7. I'm at 10. You're at
12.
13. 10 to 13.
Yeah, I killed this guy here.
Yes.
13.
So you've only got one bounty.
Going into the last battle round, 10 to 13 for the Eldar.
I agree.
Let's see what happens.
There's a drone left there.
Positive thinking.
But you know, we've done a little bit of work. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. It's so what's the score is 7 on top.
All right, let's get some hype for battle round 4, guys. Battle round 4. Let's get this done.
I don't even know if I want high or low. 7. 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's the type of rule, Solzant, that I couldn't. That's like kind of a thing that has to happen. You can't. I don't think that's kind of it's a detriment, such a detrimental thing to forget.
He like walks up and says, "Hey guys, I killed her." You don't talk to it. She flew away. I don't know what happened.
You cannot do anything about this door, so he does not need to sit there. So he will advance.
All right, so we're in the movement phase. Looks like the Eldar have won the initiative.
I don't want to say it's not the end of the world, but
Well, he's shaking. So you've got that point. Oh, but you're trying to move another way.
yeah, but it's and I just realized I need
Oh, fair enough.
No, I have 3 points already.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have 7. These guys, nobody can open that door, so this guy will just simply move over and take the bounty hunter.
So he's gonna walk over and take that bounty hunter token. It's gonna have to be a big swing for the tower for them to pull this off.
That could happen.
Yeah, we'll see what decision he makes, Solzant.
I don't know if this guy's going to be able to move past this stuff.
Okay.
It's not away, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to have to charge it.
Well, we can't move around. You can move around him, right?
I don't think so. Can I?
No, not without coming within an inch of his.
So, I think the best move.
Yeah, Dindolmer, that is a question. That is a question.
And then afterwards, Brand should be like, bring his dead body back to him.
I guess I should brought him out here to do some work.
Like what? They're just like, oh, I can do that.
I think going back, I mean, I don't know. He's talking about moving this guy again now after. I mean,
But was that the last guy that he moved?
yeah.
If he hasn't moved anything else.
So
And he didn't get any other like information that he didn't have before or anything like that.
Just thought it through a little better. Yeah. He's just gonna advance on out of there.
This guy?
Yeah. Roll my advance, I get 12.
Because if a joke is actually funny,
It goes some places.
some people are gonna get it, some people aren't, and that creates a divide between the two of them. So if it's not funny, everyone just goes, "Oh, that's a terrible joke." Game of Thrones, an ending, some people would like, some people wouldn't. We all hated that. We're so terrified.
The right move. He's gonna do it.
Okay, so we got a charge being declared. Overwatch.
I know, let's sort of, I don't know, I think it's interesting, because like,
Nick?
it's been a really good ending, I almost feel like we moved on by now. Because it was so that, like, we still talk about it. Someone will teach it.
And that is a successful charge onto the drone from Dire Avenger
Which is also
near objective 1.
you have to be able to shoot this guy off, which
So we've got the Eldar finished moving. Now we're on to the Tau's movement choices.
Just can't be within 1 inch of your mark. Here, so you can get unobscured shot onto this, right? Or I guess that's slightly obscured.
I mean, you definitely can't see the whole part of his body or thing. Yeah, he'll get a shot.
So,
Once again, I have to remind myself, I like that he's passionate. I like that he has hobbies. That's a good thing.
Hey, he's not just passionate. He's on the top table. We're all watching him.
He's good at his hobbies. It's great.
Banshee charged, actually.
this,
I guess that
I-
is.
I'd
Actually, it's the same. Two fives and 4 6s.
It's just way more fun to joke about it taking a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Banshee charged too.
Okay. Get him over there, and then these guys just fall back on the other side. I mean, I'll have a pistol shot.
Might happen. I already bought one.
Oh yeah, that's
After
right.
seeing this, I might have to make a ruling with the final
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
they're both going to be at least obscure.
When you say, "Oh, we're gonna have a time limit," and then you stop
That
paying
and this
attention,
guy.
if you weren't stopping paying attention to that, would you just be like, "You're done now, count the points"?
You'd finish the turn.
Yeah, you usually
Yeah.
say, okay, finish this turn.
Okay.
But what we're doing.
Alright, I'm going to actually. So, I'll go against my
I don't mind. You can
Okay.
what do you want to do?
I want to.
We had a shaken model that did not get engaged on all fronts last turn.
Oh, you're trying to get him all the way. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, I mean, because 12 inches.
Somebody just said, Adeptus Custodes, chess class champions.
Tuck him in right now.
Okay, they were able to fall back from the Banshee.
You have only one shooter. But oh, he's gonna shoot at the Banshee. Yeah, with the Banshee.
I've never done
Okay, what you do? I guess I
I've had
shoot
long
first.
games.
Yeah, you got
I've had
to
almost I've had
Yeah, so
almost 2 hour games today.
this guy will try to shoot.
Okay, obscured. Is that long range?
It's long range.
I left at 4:30.
Sure.
Yeah.
And obscure. So I'll spend
They
command
ju-
point to get reroll all misses. And I get a 5.
I think they were about to start.
One hit.
He came out and hugged my arm,
Uh,
and then came back here, and I
one
said, "It's
hit.
the end of the game."
One hit.
It's been over 2 hours.
No wound.
Okay, so that
It's
was
been
my
3.5
shot.
hours. I don't honestly think they've been doing it the whole time, but I think they've been playing close to 3
I gotta get pictures from.
That was a unsuccessful shooting attack from the Dire Avenger Exarch with his two weapons.
4 shots in there.
4 shots into the Howling Banshee. Don't ask me if it makes a difference. 2 hits though.
5 for toughness 3.
Wounding on 3s. No wound. He's gonna spend a command point to reroll one of them.
I think it's just
And that's a wound.
people know
No save.
that should so I have
And that's a wound on the Howling Banshee.
never possible trick them to it.
Oh no, rerolls once.
Already know. I know I didn't get anything. And they're like, "Oh, you don't get to
Okay, we got a grenade being shot. One
Grenade
I've
shot.
been waiting for you people this whole time. Thinking about
hits.
The wound is
No good.
any wounds this time. You know what? I will reroll that.
Command point.
So 80 minus 1.
So he's re-rolling wounds onto the drone down below, and that is one drone gone.
He come back.
No, yeah. We've been.
I think you have one so it's like,
Yeah.
you have one command point, is that right?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You can auto pass. You can auto pass.
Well, I could also, I could have re-rolled the save.
He played 3 games at a tournament last weekend. Then he came back.
So no, I'm not. I'm just thinking of, you know,
Right, we think that's
This thing is
2 shots under there.
on 5.
2 shots onto the. Ooh, 2 hits. 3 upper wounds. 1 wound.
You already made a reroll.
100%. That's what he's listened to.
And your first one was a reroll.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you're right. So 1 wound.
There's no other shooting, right? You just get 2 wounds.
Okay. Turn it into.
He didn't make it. He 2 is 1. Well,
Takes a wound.
one wound.
Okay, yeah.
He's doing this now. Imagine if he's had more experience. Imagine next time.
Yeah, I know. Red Hammer, I know.
Because we're hyping it up so much on the stream.
So that's that, and we just kept score.
Sure. So you got 1, 2 here and the bonus. So you got 3. I got 1, 2 and the bonus.
Well, we don't get any points because 1, 2 don't matter.
Yeah. So we just get the bonus, right? Yeah.
So they each get the bonus objective.
I got bounty hunter and domination.
I got
Bounty
scout.
Hunter and Domination, Scout, Engage on all fronts.
That's it. So I'm at 12 points, and I have you at, you got bounty and you got domination again. See, I have you at 6, 8, 10,
16?
and I have
12?
13. I have 13.
Well, you didn't get 3 engage on front.
Oh, you're right. Well,
12.
oh yeah, I got 2. Yeah. So I got
12 to 16 for the Eldar. All right, so Michael T. Holy wins the tournament again.